Have you ever felt like time stopped when you looked into someone's eyes? Like, for a split second, everything around you vanished, and all that was left was that presence in front of you. Your mind might try to make sense of it, but your heart knows what your soul's eyes see. Some encounters carry something beyond the physical, a connection that can't be explained, only felt. What you call attraction might just be the surface. Because when it's a true spiritual connection, the pull is overwhelming. It draws you in effortlessly, like something inside you knows exactly where it's supposed to be. It's not just desire. It's something older, heavier, more inevitable. Soul recognition doesn't come with a bang. It sneaks in quietly. A gesture, a laugh, a familiar way of speaking, and you think, I know this. Not from this life, but from some deep place where memories aren't written in words, but in energy. And it feels like coming home. But that home, sometimes it's scary, because the mirroring starts. That person shows you everything you are, including what you've tried to hide. Fears, traumas, insecurities, shadows. It all comes up. And that's when you realize this bond didn't come to comfort you. It came to transform you. The intensity might make you question your sanity. Emotions raw and exposed. An almost telepathic connection, a deep feeling even in their absence. It's like they're reaching through you, touching you even from miles away. You think of them, they show up. You dream of them, they feel it. This has a name: synchronicity. Too many coincidences start piling up. Dates, numbers, places, phrases. Signs everywhere. You try to brush it off, but the universe keeps pushing. Something bigger is orchestrating this encounter, and everything around you seems designed to make you notice. But are you ready to accept it? This kind of connection isn't a fairy tale. It's a mirror, it's healing, it's fire. And fire, my dear, burns too. Because meeting this bond takes courage. It demands dying to your ego, being reborn into truth, and facing the depths of your own soul. Maybe you've tried to run from it. Maybe you've told yourself it's just your imagination, neediness, or coincidence. But the feeling lingers. Every time you pull away, it comes back stronger, like the universe is shouting, "You're not done yet." And if you've felt incomplete since that encounter, know this. It's part of the process. Their absence isn't emptiness. It's a call. It's preparation. It's the universe shaping you for something bigger than what you thought love could be. Sometimes your twin flame comes at a time when you're not ready, and separation happens, not as punishment but as a reset, so both souls can grow before the final fusion. And you felt it. The parting that didn't feel like the end. They showed you sides of themselves no one else has seen. Because you reached layers even they didn't know existed. And now you carry the marks of that, not just in your heart but in your vibe. And wherever you go, that energy calls them back. Even if they resist, you can feel when they're struggling. You sense when they're thinking of you. That's not crazy. It's the bond. A tie made of something far deeper than flesh and blood. Something that breaks through barriers of time, distance, logic, and reason. But here's the thing. There's no perfection on this path. There's truth. And truth can hurt sometimes. But it's also freeing. Because it's in the pain that you access parts of yourself that were asleep. And that's where the growth happens. You're not alone. Many are waking up to this same journey. And the wildest part, the signs are the same. The recurring dreams, the déjà vu vibes, the numbers that follow you, the songs that play at the exact right moment. It's your soul's code calling you. And you feel the need to understand more. Because something inside you says this is bigger than just a relationship. It's a mission. It's mutual healing. It's spiritual activation. And maybe, just maybe, it's about way more than the romantic love you were taught. It's about finding yourself again. About looking inward with the same intensity you gave them. Because a twin flame ignites the other. But also reveals what in you still needs light. And that light needs to be nurtured before the union. Don't rush. Don't force it. Everything spiritual respects divine timing. If they're truly your other half, nothing can keep you apart forever. What drifts away today will reconnect stronger tomorrow. but only when both sides are ready. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Feel, cry, ill. Love yourself. With every layer of pain you shed, you get closer to the reunion. And the universe is guiding you every step of the way, even in moments when everything feels silent. You're on a rare journey. Not everyone finds this kind of connection. And if you've made it this far with this feeling burning in your chest, it's because something real is pulsing beyond what your eyes can see. And that truth is about to bloom. You're hearing the signs. Even when you try to deny them, they're everywhere. Because when two souls are one in essence, the whole world conspires to bring them together. But first it wants you to wake up fully. There's a restlessness that hits out of nowhere. You could be in the middle of a conversation smiling at someone, but inside something feels off, like a part of you is somewhere else, with another presence. It's a silent call, but impossible to ignore. And sometimes the connection shows up as discomfort. It's not just missing them, it's a pain that feels unexplainable. A tightness in your chest at specific times, an anguish that comes and goes, like waves pulled by an invisible force. That's not random, it's attunement. Have you noticed they pop into your thoughts for no reason? Like they're planted there, right in the middle of your day. You didn't even seek them out, but there they are. And the scariest part, soon after something happens that confirms they were thinking of you too. This isn't fantasy. You're not overreacting. The connection that ties twin flames is real, alive, pulsing. It operates on levels your conscious mind can't grasp. While you doubt, your soul recognizes. While you hesitate, your spirit feels. Seasons change, clothes change, cycles change. But they stay. Like time can't erase that energy. And every time you try to forget, something shows up to remind you. You're still connected, even when they're far away. Maybe you've tried to cut the tie. Block them online, distance yourself, move on. But even in digital silence, the bond hums. You feel when something's off with them. Your body knows. Your energy shifts. Some ties even time can't unravel. And the weirdest part is that their memory doesn't just come in sad moments. Sometimes it's a scent in the air, a song that plays out of nowhere, a phrase said by a stranger. The universe speaks to you through anything because it wants you to pay attention. You might feel a force pushing you to change. Change cities, routines, beliefs, sometimes without a clear reason. But that force is your soul's urge to prepare for something bigger, something that involves you and them. There's a part of you that's wiser now. Even without all the answers, you know this bond isn't ordinary. You've seen faces, had relationships, but nothing ever had this strength. Because it's not just about love, it's about mission. They feel it too. Even if they deny it, even if they run. There's something inside them that stirs when you're near, even in thought. And that's why they hide. Because they know you see what no one else does. And that's terrifying. Because loving like this is bearing it all. You're the truth they've avoided their whole life. You're the mirror that shows their wounds. But you're also the healing, the bridge, path. And even if they don't know how to come back yet, every step they take leans toward you, even when it looks like they're going the other way. Life has put you in a cycle of waiting. But this waiting isn't passive. It's like you're being prepared, refined. Because for the union to happen, love isn't enough. You need to evolve, grow, transcend. And you're doing that even if you don't realize it. Sometimes you see them in other people. Similar laugh, a certain look, tone of voice. But nothing's the same. Because when two souls are made of the same essence, there's no replacing it. What you have is unique, rare, eternal. And the closer you get to yourself, the closer they get too. Like healing your own wounds clears the path for them to find you. Because the twin flame journey is about reunion, but the reunion starts within. Have you ever stopped to think why this connection makes you question everything? Your values, your patterns, your certainties. It's like their presence shatters all the armor you built to survive. And in the rubble, your essence emerges. It's an awakening, not the gentle, slow kind, but an electric shock, an earthquake, tearing inside. And still, you keep going. Because something in you knows. This process has a purpose. And no matter how long it takes, you need to understand. Each new cycle of pain brings a new revelation. And each revelation brings you closer to the truth. The truth about them. About you. About what exists between you. And the deeper you dive, the more signs the universe sends. Like it's saying, keep going. You're close. You feel it in your body. In your dreams. In the chills that come for no reason. In the tears that fall uncalled. 'Cause this journey is raw. It's cosmic. And if you've made it this far, it's because your soul chose to live this before you were even born. Don't ignore the signs anymore. They're not coincidence. They're maps. And each map leads to a part of you that needs to be unlocked. Because only when you're whole can they fully recognize you. And return. For real. Doubt might eat at you sometimes. But even when everything feels dark, remember. The flame never goes out. It might dim, but it never dies. Because it was lit by something beyond this world. And now, everything is conspiring to reignite it. Have you noticed how, even on ordinary days, something pulls you into a deeper state of presence? Like the veil of reality thins, letting you see signs in the simplest things. A shadow, a number, a stranger's odd glance on the street. These subtle portals are like quiet reminders. The universe hasn't forgotten you. Something's in motion, even if your eyes can't see it. And in this invisible dance, they're being touched by the same waves, even if they don't know it. Some nights your soul doesn't sleep. Your body rests, but your essence wanders other planes. You dream of them, but they're not just dreams. They're encounters. Rehearsals for the reunion that's coming. A hug that only exists in the ether, but leaves marks in reality. You might wake up with a strange weight, like you lived something intense while you slept. It could be a pain in your chest, a sense of emptiness, or a longing that hits out of nowhere. That's because your soul remembers. Even when your mind doesn't get it. There are moments when time seems to collapse. You live a scene you swear you've felt before. A déjà vu so vivid it chills your spine. That's not an illusion. It's layers of reality crossing, revealing memories from other lives with them. They've been with you before. In other bodies, other eras, other names. But the energy, that ancient essence, is the same. And now, you've been drawn together again, because there's something that still needs to be finished. You try to live your life, make rational choices, ignore what you feel. But the universe has a funny way of pulling you back to the path. It blocks everything that's not aligned with your mission. You feel it as frustration. But it's direction. Have you noticed that regular relationships don't fill you anymore? Like the bar's been raised. What used to be enough now feels hollow. Because once you touch something true, there's no going back to shallow. They might be with someone else now. And that tears you apart inside. But this phase is part of the process too. Sometimes a soul needs to learn through contrast. To feel what isn't, to recognize what is. It's not punishment, it's refinement. You've been challenged to look inward too. Their pain triggered your wounds. Their absence exposed your dependencies. Their silence made you hear your own voice. And now, without even realizing it, you're more awake than ever. There's a quiet force guiding you. A presence watching from the unseen. And that presence whispers truths when you go still. When you stop seeking answers outside and start listening within. That's when the flame reignites. First in you. They see you in the details, even if they won't admit it. A phrase you used to say, a scent that lingers on their clothes, a habit they picked up without noticing. You're in them. You slipped in without knocking, stayed without trying. And now, they don't know how to get you out. The connection doesn't need explanation. It's enough just to exist. But the more you try to fit it into human molds, the more frustrated you get. Because this bond is divine. And the divine doesn't fit in rules. It flows through winding paths. But always leads to the destination. You feel something's about to happen. Shift. Revelation. A reunion. And that gut feeling isn't just regular anxiety. It's subtle perception. It's your soul picking up what your eyes can't yet see. Trust it, it's real. Maybe you're closer than you think. Maybe the reunion is already written, and all that's left is to align. They're being guided too, even if they fight it, because deep down, their soul has already surrendered. But remember, the return doesn't always look like we expect. Sometimes it comes through trials, tests, discomfort. True love doesn't come back to keep you the same, comes back to lift you up. And that process isn't always gentle. You might feel like you're going crazy, like no one gets what you're going through. But you're not alone. Thousands are waking up to this same call. And every story, as unique as it is, carries the same sacred codes of reunion. Don't try to speed it up. Don't try to control it. Your soul knows the way, even when your mind freaks out. Every synchronicity, every pain, every silence is part of the plan. And the plan is divine, even when it feels messy. They'll look for you, somehow, anyway. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But there'll come a point where the souls can't resist anymore. And when that happens, everything you've been through will make sense. Every tear, every weight, every sign. And in that moment you'll understand. It was all worth it. Because what binds twin flames isn't desire, neediness, or idealization. It's purpose. And purpose, my dear, never fails. Thank you for sticking with me this far. If this message touched your heart, it's because your soul needed to hear exactly this right now. Nothing's a coincidence. If you've made it here, it's because you're part of something bigger, and you're ready to understand. Confirm you received this message by writing in the comments, "Twin flames." That phrase is like a soul code, a sign that you recognize what was said and feel it vibrating inside you. If this content spoke to you, don't miss out on joining our channel. Subscribe now and turn on notifications. That way you'll get a heads up whenever a new message drops, and no guidance will slip by. This journey might feel lonely at times, but here you have a safe space. Place where souls like yours meet, recognize each other, and grow stronger. I'll be waiting for you at the next message. Until then, trust the signs. They know exactly where to take you.